So why is it? 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 So why is it?
Now with the following collection of ghoulish sound. Hurry.
Keep on the keys, hop. I follow. Keep on the keys, hop.
Hurry.
Keep on the keys, hop. Sahib. Keep on the keys, hop.
Hurry.
Keep on the keys, hop. Lucy. Keep on the keys, hop.
Hurry.
Keep on the keys, hop. Keep on the keys, hop.
Hurry.
Keep on the keys, hop. Keep on the keys, hop.
Hurry.
Now, why don't we make believe we're at school?
Hey, take it easy. You're rocking.
Out of control.
Graffiti. I've been commissioned to do this mural. My name's Grand Sorcerer.
How long have you been working on this one?
About 5 hours.
What does it all mean?
I don't know. It's just to brighten the place up, I suppose. Make it look nice.
To become a of graffiti artists?
Well, they do in New York a lot, and I saw them there about a year ago, and I thought, oh, that was really nice. So I thought I'll go ahead and do some of that stuff.
And how did you develop your technique?
Well, I looked at a lot of other people's styles. There's a book out, and I learned some of the stuff at school. And I looked at some other people's styles, and I thought, that looks good. And I sort of took their styles and sort of did a bit, which is taking things from other people's styles. And then I sort of developed my own style, which is this here.
Discovered that graffiti is the Italian word for scribbling. Oh, but what the Grand Sorcerer is doing is really graffiti art. Have you ever made a mistake while you've been painting a wall?
I make mistakes, but what I do first of all, right, is I go home and I sketch out a little piece of paper, broad outlines of what the mural's going to look like, what the piece is going to look like, and I get ideas for that sketch from a piece book that I have, and that's just all colourful pictures that I've done before myself.
What do you use to do all this art with?
What do I use? Well, I choose spray cans.
Boy, I'm really envious. I wish I was allowed to paint on walls.
Spent 2 years compiling the works unveiled tonight. Since he was found guilty in 1985 of criminal damage to a train carriage, Baker decided he should find a legal forum for his art. Although he's won national acclaim for his graffiti-style canvas paintings, he says he doesn't get as much satisfaction from them as from his illegal work.
You haven't got the adrenaline buzz, like you've got a controlled environment. There's no risk factor in there.
The exhibition at the Youth Information Service in the City Square is open till the end of the month. Sally Lewis, National 9 News.
The painter of these pictures was the man who introduced New York-style graffiti to Melbourne, so successfully that in 1985 he was found guilty of criminal damage by the Victorian Transit Authority. Now he enjoys the approval of the art world, including last night in Melbourne, the conventional trappings of an art exhibition, although it wasn't the preserve of conventional gallery goers. The school of street graffiti was well represented, including a young man who lost his legs in a fall from a train. The images are an overwhelming avalanche of violence, confrontation, rejection, pain and despair, with a little bit of love. The artist Les Baker calls them an exploration of the psychosexual metamorphosis of human beings. And he's with me in the studio to explain himself. Now, Les, you've really got to explain what is an exploration of the psychosexual metamorphosis of human beings, or are you trying to be funny?
I don't know about the psychosexual bit, but the metamorphosis bit does run sort of pretty heavily through the exhibition. It's like trying to understand how people's moods change and how people themselves change and that kind of thing. I'm a bit confused about that.
When you say people, does that include Les?
Yeah, definitely. Like it's trying to work out the human condition and how I fit into that. So, it reflects back on me, definitely.
Since you first started doing that, have you changed? I mean, you look at some of those images, as they call it. Is it a different Les we're looking at?
Yeah, much less negative.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
What's changed?
Got a little love.
I've got to mention that you were head up for graffiti.
Mm-hmm.
What response did you get from the government?
What response did I give the government? It was about $1,000.
$1,000?
Yeah, which wasn't too bad. Yeah.
Well, so you started off doing graffiti, what, just on the side of trains?
Side of trains and walls and that kind of thing.
Why do it in public? It is vandalism, isn't it, Les?
I wouldn't say so.
Just say yes, it is vandalism. If it was on your front gate and you wouldn't like it.
Not the kind of stuff I did, though.
What did you do?
Well, it was nice pieces, nice big coloured letters and that kind of thing. You're probably talking about tags, thin black letters.
Yeah, I don't understand those. I want to ask you about those.
Okay. So you've got tags, this is the real messy stuff, like scribble everywhere, black scribble, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. There are rare selections, which was some of my work. Big, nice, colourful letters, this kind of thing, that's kind of stuff.
But what were you doing it in public? I mean, was there nowhere else you could do it?
I wanted everybody to see me and wanted everybody to know about me. That was why.
Well, at least you're honest about that. Now, getting on to the scribbly business, the bit that annoys me about that sort of graffiti is it doesn't